we, monkey? Where are we? At the dentist for a teeth cleaning. We're at the dentist. So I was wrong, you're getting teeth fillings, but you look super cool. You're such a goofball. You just like the TV, don't you? No? Fibber. Hey guys, I just got home. Finally, I was planning on being gone for maybe 30 minutes. I've been gone for 4 hours. Stuff comes out, man. It just drives me nuts. But I ended up watching the Christmas show at my kid's school that I didn't know about. After I dropped Mason off, he asked me to go there. Dentist this morning, but I'm going to show you what I got from Walmart because it's such a great deal, and I'm hoping they have the same deal in your area. And I'm going to show you something else we're excited about. So hold on just a sec. Okay, so here's what I got for the kiddos, and I'm going to keep them from watching this vlog. But look, these fleeces, they have sizes 4-5 up to extra large, which I guess is 13-14. I don't know the next size, but they're $2, guys. I got one for each of my kids, and they're all different colors. I wanted pink or purple, but they didn't have it. They didn't have the size left because, of course, they're only $2, so people are grabbing them up. But I got a black one with pink zipper, and she'll like that. Ammon loves blue. That's his favorite color. And then Hunter likes orange, and you know, Mason likes black, so that'll work. And then these jammy sets. I got all the boys the same one. I had Arabella and Ammon in the Minion, but then Ammon gets really upset because he wants to be grouped in with the boys even though he's a bit younger. So I went back and I got them all the same kind. The Star Wars focuses, and then I got Arabella. I wanted to get her a cute little girl one, but I got her this one instead. These were less than $5. These were $4.45. So $4.45 a piece and $2 a piece. I mean, that's killer right there. And then this is our box. Yay! It's finally going out to the soldiers. We have 100 cards down in there, and candy canes and candy, and we wrote them a little message. Let me see if I can focus on that. Sorry, guys. It says, nope, it's not gonna let me focus, guys, but I'll read it to you. Hurricane Jeffries, Merry Christmas and thank you for your service. If you are feeling sad and lonely this holiday season, join our family on our YouTube channel and enjoy the holiday with our little family. We don't want any of these soldiers to feel alone on Christmas, so we're hoping that if they don't have any family visiting them or anything like that, that they can come and enjoy the holiday with us with all of our things that we're doing. And we wrote them a little card that says read me. It's duct taped to the top of the box, and it says our family and neighbors did these cards for wait a minute, let me read it again. Our family and neighbors did these cards for your military men and women who need a bit of cheering up. We are forever indebted to them. I personally thank them from the bottom of my heart for protecting my family. God bless and respect always, Hurricane Jeffries. So we are hoping, I'm going to finish packing these up with these so that nothing really moves around. And then I'm going to be shipping this out today to the hospital where all the military men and women are. I was going to send it to my baby brother, and it would have gotten there in time for Christmas. But I found out, hold on, let me turn this around. He's coming home! Yes! He's going to be safe and sound in Florida, and I'm going to know he's okay. And it is hurting my heart every day not knowing if he is safe or not. He tells me constantly not to worry about him, that he's safe, that they have enough bombs on the carrier to blow anybody up, but that doesn't make you feel better. So I'm so excited. I just found out last week that my little baby brother, who is not so tiny, he's 35 years old, but he is coming home. He's gonna be with his family by January. He won't be home for Christmas, but he will be home for the new year, I hope. So yay, my heart just relief. And when he's home, I'll feel even better. This box will be going out to all of his friends in the hospital that have been hurt in the military, and we're hoping that it brings them a little bit of happiness. So yay. Hi guys. I'm so stressed out. I just had a realization that's killing me inside. It's really not that big a deal. It's going to change our entire holiday though. I was going through my Christmas planner and setting up things, and we've had an issue. I have a grant that allows me to stay home and be the caretaker for my kids. My kids are all consuming with their autism and their sensory issues and the medications they have to get throughout the day and all of those things. I have to be available 24/7. Like even with behavior issues at school, like I have to be available when they call me for me to drop everything and go up there and help. Luckily this year at school, that hasn't had to happen. I have not been called up to school to fix a problem or deal with something or a big major issue. But we have a grant that our state provides called the Michelle P. Waiver, and it's just like having a job. I'm considered their nurse, their caregiver, their therapist, their deep pressure therapist, their physical therapist, their behavior therapist. I'm everything, and I'm paid to be that. So I mean, I fill out a timesheet every day. I'm paid for 32 hours at a decent wage so that I am available for my children. And I think it's an incredible program. And I wish we had more money in the program to help more parents be there in the way that their special needs kids need them. If you go back, if you go back to our old videos, you'll see where we started. I mean, our kids were basically non-functioning autism, and me being available 24/7 and doing early intervention and being able to change the way their brains work because of early intervention has taken us to where we are today, which is high-functioning autism. That is a 24-hour-a-day job to get them to that place. And I know there's many kids that don't get the early intervention, and I'm not saying that early intervention fixes autism from non-functioning to high functioning, but we were lucky enough in our situation with where our kids are on the spectrum that we could make a lot of progress in the early stages. I was lucky enough that I was educated enough to know that there were issues very early on, and I had to fight for that. You know, there were many pediatricians that said, oh, it's okay, they'll grow out of it. Oh, it's okay, they're boys. Oh, it's okay. You know, you have to have the right doctors. You have to have people that listen to you. I had past experience with special needs, and I knew what I was seeing. I didn't know what it was, but I knew that it was something that needed to be dealt with. And but okay, back to what I was talking about. We have not gotten paid from our grant because of moving. It's long, complicated process. It's government funded, so it's a long, complicated process, and it's money that's not just given out. I mean, I create timesheets and I write down everything that we're doing every day, therapies we're doing. There's very specifics that have to be put down. If you don't do it right, you don't get paid, things like that. Well, when we moved from one set of people that were running the program to a different set of people that run a different part of the program, and it's complicated, and there's no reason for me to go into it except for to say that I haven't gotten paid for 2.5 months. We've been doing okay. I mean, Brandon does a great job. He's in the medical field, and he makes enough money. I mean, it's been tight. I've had to use our food storage, which is a blessing. I've had to scrimp and save and do a lot to get us by, but it's taught me a lot too. So we're not struggling, except for I just realized that our budget went through and I'm getting paid for all of that back pay, but it's not going to be coming for about 4 weeks. I thought that we would get it before Christmas, and so that's changing our holiday, and that's okay. I tear up because it's going to be emotional for the children. We're still going to be able to get them a few small things, and luckily I've spaced out getting some things. So, you know, things like these jammies and these sweaters are something that I can afford, that they need, and we're going to be giving them things that they need this year. And luckily we will be getting that money. It's just going to be at the end of the year, and so we're going to have a hard conversation with our kids that Christmas isn't going to be what they expect, but that we will be able to get these things after Christmas, which, you know, might even become a family tradition, because, you know, there are sales and major things that go cheaper after Christmas. So maybe these fun things or gifts that aren't necessarily what they need can be gotten after Christmas, and maybe we can start a gift opening on New Year's Day. You know, I've got to figure out how to spin this in a way for the kids that it's not going to break their heart, because they're kids. You know, I'm amazed at the love and the kindness in my kids' hearts at times that they want to give. And I don't think this is going to be that big a deal. I know that they have their Christmas lists and things that they want on it, but they're very understanding, and we're lucky enough with their autism, and they're highly intelligent. They were able to sit down and explain things to them, and they understand. So it's going to be a hard conversation to have, and I think it's going to break Brandon's heart, because he loves to give things to his children, and I love to give things to our children, but it's changing the way our holiday is going to be. But I think it's going to change it for the better, because we're going to focus more on our service. We're going to focus more on making each other things. We're going to focus more on turning our hearts to Christ instead of focusing on this stuff. We always keep our Christmas very small in the gift giving. Something they want, something they need, something they can wear, and something they can read is what we try to stick to, so that they're not getting overloaded by money and things you can buy and the commercial stuff. It's more Christmas is in the heart. And that was a big realization today, that certain things I knew they needed, I'm not going to be able to get. But the hardest part about that is going to be the conversation. So I could use your all's prayers with that, but that was a big thing for me today. But it's okay. It just changes things. So